Let's go. Wow, these are our players and we are ready for the draft ban and pick for our first game. And Cambodia is going to be the first pick here. So Namibia, they have a chance to secure the first 2 OP hero as a second pick here.
We've seen 2 different approaches, from first pick and for second pick,
Yeah,
for
that's
blue
right.
side and for red side, right? Blue side here, they can actually just start to narrow down some heroes, but leave a few heroes open. Just those, maybe go for some faint bans, right? Go for some bans towards some of the non-meta heroes so that you leave out some of these crazy heroes that are super prio because you have that first pick. Namibia can basically do the same. Again, if Cambodia wants to let a few heroes open, they're completely fine with that. They have 2 picks to play with, right, in the first phase. So we'll see. Leo Moore going to be banned first by Cambodia. We might see a Martis ban follow that through, or maybe a 1-1 ban from Namibia. As we all know, 1-1 still super prio despite the nerfs, but they will just choose to ban the Fanny.
Okay, it's interesting because they already banned out that this Leo mode. It means that Cambodia really aware with the meta they have right now, and there's no Povius. It means that the gold lane will be maybe more safe without Povius that can chase into the backline of Cambodia team here. But Namibia, they also ban this Fanny, means that Namibia also aware with the meta they have. So they don't want to let Cambodia to get this Fanny, or might be 1-1 as well.
Well, let's see here. 1-1 going to be banned out as expected. You can already see that the Phobius ban from Team Cambodia. It was a setup that 1-1 pick, so Namibia really read it well here with the 1-1 ban. And now we're going to take a look once again at the final bans coming in from Namibia and also from Team Cambodia. Namibia might want to take away the Valentina, a hero
or maybe
that
Martis.
is Martis, Valentina, 2 heroes come to mind instantly here.
But I think they will try to, try to contest them.
Yeah.
Oh, Kaja! We forgot about the Gacha. You know, how strong is Kaja right now? It's very flexible. You can put Kaja in the jungler. You can put the Kaja in the roamer position. He's very strong. He has maybe has the damage as well. So there's no Kaja for our first game for today. And Namibia, they are in the choices. They have to choose which one they want to ban. Is it gonna be Valentina or is it gonna be Martis? But there you go, Martis will be the 3rd ban coming from Namibia.
Oh man, Valentina left up for grabs here for Team Cambodia. Again, they're a team that really likes to snowball, but I completely forgot the hero. There's just been released a prio hero, most definitely Joy. That was what the Phobia set up for. Not only did it actually force Namibia to ban out the 1-1, it's actually also just one of the great counters towards this Joy. They can just dash freely. And I can't wait to see the first Joy in competitive play. What do you think right now, Momo-chan? Joy.
Joy is very smart choices coming from Cambodia here, because we know this hero just showed up 2 weeks ago, and it's still very strong because he has the ability to dash very fast. Even though we know he has the rhythm, right? When you try to complete all the rhythm perfectly, you have more damage. So I think it's very interesting because we know how strong Joy is, and also the immune that coming from the ultimate, the electrifying bits. It's very interesting because no one from Namibia can touch Joy if he start to use the ability, the ultimate.
You can already see the confidence as well, though, here. Momo-chan, they're already hovering over Layla. Again, I don't think it's going to be picked up, but it's definitely an interesting pick if they do decide to opt for this. Right here, we might just see the Valentina. Honestly, Namibia has picked up 2 very... What?
Okay,
It's a Layla pick for Team Cambodia.
I'm pretty sure it's comfort pick, though.
I think it's I don't know what it is, right? It might be a comfort pick, but again, I don't think I've ever seen Cambodia play Layla. Well, to be fair, I've never seen anyone play Layla in the competitive stage except for Toda.
Agree with you, and same with you. I never seen Cambodia pick Layla, especially in the World Championship. It's very interesting. It could be a boomerang, though. They can win this with this Layla. They cannot win with this Layla as well. So, well, we will see. And NAMBIA, they already secure Loi and also Akai. It's very interesting. But we got some information
Alright, that
there
makes more
will be
sense.
a rematch. So it makes sense why they picked Layla.
All right, so unfortunately, there was a little bit of a technical issue, I believe.
I was quite surprised.
Exactly. I thought it was an actual pick. I thought it was legit. And then we got confirmation that there was an error in the draft. So back again, we are going to be talking about that. Man, that had me rolling. That had me going for sure. Layla.
I know.
Can you
right? Can you imagine?
imagine if we remake it? After we remake it, they'll still pick
They're still
Layla.
pick
Yeah,
Layla.
if they still pick Layla, then I don't know. Maybe the Vendetta was a mistake.
Maybe the asset as well. We don't know.
No, true.
Yeah, but we will see about the rematch later from the draft between Cambodia and also Namibia. But for the first pick, I think for the first pick, they cannot change it, right? Cambodia picked Joy already, and Namibia, they already picked Loi and also, which is very, very good. It's very good pick. They're coming from both of the teams. But for the second pick and the third pick, it's quite questionable.
It's very questionable. It's a
very
very questionable
questionable.
pick. We were super surprised. I don't think
Surprised.
I think surprised is an understatement
And
on
actually,
how.
I'm shocked.
Yeah, we were excited to see how they would actually pull this off.
Yeah.
Again, Layla in competitive play in an event as big as IESF, representing your country. Definitely don't want to mess up on that Layla. Once you lose in the early stages, you really gotta just bank on that late stage. You gotta wait for those items, and it's not easy to farm on Layla, man. You get ganked and you're done.
I know, right? She doesn't have any escape capability, you know, and she's very mid to the late game. She really needs items, so I think pick Layla is kind of a little bit risky here.
It's
for
very
Cambodia-
risky.
for
It's
Cambodia,
very
but
risky.
we will see about the rematch later. So hopefully they will pick something else.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Right? I would actually.
But I'm okay.
I'm
okay
hoping
with
for the Layla because I want to see something different. We spoke about the meta, and hey,
Yeah, I
they're
know.
already showing the meta. I don't know. Again, it might be a
And
mistake.
It can be everyone.
be a mistake.
actually. Yeah, it could be a mistake.
We'll
but yeah,
definitely
we will
see. I don't know, man. Because I'm a fan. I'm a fan of that playstyle. I'm a fan of it just like picking crazy stuff
Yeah, because
to
you're
throw a
playing
curveball.
your role is gold lane
Yeah.
as well, right?
I personally don't like playing Layla because obviously it's not a fun hero to play in a high rank, high rank queues.
Yeah, I know.
You just get ganked. No
Maybe-
escapability.
Maybe it's different because pro player.
Pro
will
players,
play
right?
there,
Maybe they'll
yeah.
have 5 members rotate towards that gold lane to help them out.
That's right. Or maybe they will try to babysit Layla from the first minute here. We don't know. Yeah, but let's see about the rematch for the draft pick between these two teams. I would like to see what will they pick for the gold lane here.
That's the big question currently, right? Because after seeing the Layla, now we want the Layla. Now we actually want to see the Layla. But we'll see. Again, I feel like the meta heroes in that gold lane is definitely more towards... There's another L hero. Hero that starts with the letter L, Leslie. That's super meta currently, so we might actually see that. Maybe he's trying to go for Layla, but he couldn't find it, or maybe because of a technical issue, he tapped on the Leslie, but Layla came out, right?
Oh, I thought this one is Layla.
Oh, maybe it is,
Leslie,
right?
man.
Wrong gun, wrong gun. Leslie has red hair, not blonde, and the gun is a sniper, not a rifle,
It
right?
depends on the other skin as well.
Yeah, true. It depends on the skin. Hey, but Leslie just got a new skin.
Oh,
right?
yeah, I know.
So, there you go. Leslie is a very meta hero, honestly, if you look at rank. Beatrix, even though has been nerfed, she's been nerfed so many times, she's still quite meta, actually, in the gold lane. What else? There's just so many heroes that you can actually pull off in the gold lane
Clint is
currently.
very
Clint,
popular as
Melissa,
well.
still coming out from time to time. Brody becomes
Don't
a very
forget about
good
Beatrix.
hero. Neymar,
Oh yeah,
the new
Bruno,
Neymar skin from
GR.
Bruno.
Yes, and also maybe Beatrix, even though we know that Beatrix popularity is a little bit, not become the priority as for now.
It's definitely fallen.
Yeah, it's a little bit falling here. But Beatrix, yeah, maybe some of the gold laner, they are still prioritize Beatrix here. But I don't know. Leslie is very good choice, but Clint should be maybe become the counter.
I agree.
Because Clint has the early damage here with the recall and also the quick draw. And it can mult it Leslie since the early game.
Yeah, and you can actually stop that first ability, that conceal that Leslie has with Clint, right?
That's right.
Almost every single ability there can cancel that invisibility out. So Clint becomes such a solid answer. Solid range, amazing lane dominance, right? And that's what you currently need if you're up against a Leslie. You need to try to dominate that Leslie and take her down in the early game. Shut her down before she gets those
I know,
items.
right? Keep
because
snowballing,
when the Leslie gets her items,
I know,
Momo-chan.
right? I think maybe
God.
around maybe 12 minutes, 10 minutes going into the mid game here, and we know how hard Leslie to survive by herself in her lane.
You're definitely gonna need some help, right? From a diggy pick, just any roamer needs to just rotate towards that
Trying
gold
to
lane to play with the
babysit her,
Leslie,
yeah.
babysit her from the early game so that she can actually farm up,
Yeah,
right? Speaking of though, the jungle now,
the jungle.
because the junglers that are prio, the junglers that have been banned, Kaja, Leomord, Martis, those three heroes, what do they all have in common?
Maybe we can play with the assassin if you want, Ling, or maybe Hayabusa still can be a prio, Lancelot if you want to try to try to make your gold balance with the others jungler here. You can try to pick a Lancelot here, but we have a lot of jungler that's very very flexible in the jungler position. So I have no doubt for the jungler. You can pick anything. You can pick tank jungler as well. Even I also saw Grok jungler.
Man, I saw Valentina jungler.
That's right.
And there's just going to be so many heroes to choose from. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get straight into the draft. Once again, Cambodia on the blue side, Namibia on the red. Same band. It was the Leomord, Phoveus, and Kaja for Cambodia. And for Team Namibia, they will be banning out the Fanny, the Wanwan, and the Martis.
That's right. We will see what's gonna be the second pick, because actually for the first three ban, it should be the same hero, which is it's Leomord, Phoveus, and also Kaja. And Namibia, they have Fanny, Wanwan, and also Martis. There you go. Kaja is already being banned out, and Namibia they have they can pick the Loi and also Akai, but it changed. So they don't pick that Joy, but Namibia will still stick to the Loi pick here. Oh, it's interesting.
Okay, so I think Joy is still disabled. That's the reason, right? Because it's not going to be picked up by any of these teams. I do feel like that might be the reason as to why they actually remade it. Joy, you can't play it yet.
Maybe they banned Joy because it hasn't been played in the official tournament for maybe the M series, right? So maybe we have to wait for Joy to comes out, but we don't know. We didn't get the information. But for the current match, we have Loi and Akai for Namibia. Clean. Let's see. Clean, who can take the first early game here. For Namibia, I think could be the key for them to, trying to dominate the gold lane here.
Definitely, right? Picking up the Clint up against the Claude, a very good matchup for Namibia's gold laner, especially considering they have such a mobile jungler. This Akai is going to cause a lot of problems, but Cambodia have already responded to it with a very good pick for themselves. This Benedetta has been the response, has been the counter pick towards that Akai, but usually we see this Benedetta in the jungle. Currently, if we take a look at Cambodia, they do have Boom on this Benedetta with the Petrify. Again, they can obviously still swap it. They can still use it as a flex pick going into the second phase. But Namibia, they're already trying to ban out the junglers, the other junglers for Oppi. Ling going to be banned out by Namibia as they have already picked up a jungler for themselves. They're now starting to narrow that down. Cambodia now with the first ban in the second phase. Second ban.
Yeah, it's Sling. Sling has been banned out from Namibia. So maybe we haven't seen real jungler coming from Cambodia here, because their pick is quite flexible. Benedetta could be the jungler, Valentina could be the jungler as well, but Valentina could be the mid lane and even the roamer. Benedetta also can go into the XP lane here. Meanwhile, she also can be the roamer for Cambodia, but obviously Cloud will goes into the gold lane here, and there will be no Matilda for our first game here, and no Hayabusa. Namibia, they are totally respect with the jungler option that Cambodia could pick, so they just ban out these assassins.
Yeah, Mathilda has really been like a key in a lot of these games competitively, right? Because of just how mobile she is, how much lane prio she can give out, just with the wave manipulation, having such good wave clear and so good base stats in the early stage of the game. You don't really need to build that damage to actually deal damage early on. We can already see a heavy emphasis on that roaming position with the Lolita banned out as well, but Namibia is going to try to pick up that Kufra here. A good hero up against both the Benedetta and the Valentina.
Oh, but there's really a fast pick that coming from Cambodia. It's between Atlas and also Angela. If they want to try to babysit all of the lane here, they can try to pick Angela because more shield from Angela, it means more protection for Cambodia. They will have more, more time to just do the team fight here. But Carmilla is gonna be the jungler from Cambodia, so Benedetta will goes into the XP lane here, and the roamer will goes for Angela.
Carmilla in the jungle, something that we have seen many times as well. Not in competitive play just yet though, but in rank. I think if you guys have been playing ranked in the last 2 weeks, you've definitely seen this hero, but man!
Xborg!
The Xborg pick here by Team Namibia. And I do believe it's going to be an XP lane Xborg, a Kai in the jungle here for Team Namibia. So for both of these teams, it's done. It's wrapped up for the drafts for game number 1. We'll see who takes the dub here, but Chan, based on the drafts, who do you think has it?
I really like the combo that coming from Carmilla and also Cloud. Carmilla with the Curse of Blood, and the combo comes from the Blazing Duet from Cloud. It's very, very perfect team fight for Cambodia, especially they have Angela. So, when Angela used the Poppy Boom, the Heart Guard, it will be a long, very, very long team fight for Cambodia. And Namibia, they seems they don't have any lock hero except Akai. So if Akai got bursted down by Cambodia, it means it's gonna be a GG team fight for Namibia.
And this Claude is now very important to Cambodia's success,
especially for the gold lane, right?
Exactly.
For the first, maybe for in the first game, in the early game, it's kind of a little bit, need some time for Cloud to farm up. But yeah, it's gonna be the rotation coming from Cambodia.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to jump into the Land of Dawn for game number 1, match number 1. Cambodia on the blue side, Namibia on the red. Numeroholic already here, getting invaded by the Angela. T trying to do as much as possible. He might be able to steal it away, but it's still going to be Numeroholic who picks it up. T going to be hit down, forced to back up. Early on, very good plays already by both of the sides.
Okay, we'll see. But now, it's already, there's some aggressive movement coming from Cambodia here, and the first blood goes into the Cambodia side, and I think it's gonna be 2 members down from Namibia here.
It's very too aggressive, honestly, looking at it right now. Team Namibia went for a very good trade early on. They were actually able to dish out quite a bit of damage towards the Cambodian players, but then they overstayed. 2 members ended up dying there in that skirmish. And again, we have to take a look at Boom here, who's on the Benedetta. Valentina as well here for Team Cambodia that can really just snowball early on. Boom clearing out the waves, going to be ganked here by Numeroholic, but has the dashes to get out. The flickers come in, but it's a bit too late. Boom gets out. And now Lutsu is going to be in the midst of it all in a 1v4, still able to sustain so much HP back in. Boom comes in once again, picking up a kill. And it's a 3-0 start for Team Cambodia.
Wow. Okay, did you see how Boom trying to manage the team fight just now? The skirmish between Boom and also everyone coming from Namibia. But look at that. From Kufra, still trying to punish Boom, but we know how hard to catch Benedetta, right? He can still dive out and dive in wherever she wants, and it's not easy for Namibia to catch up these kind of heroes.
And now it becomes a disaster, honestly, for Team Namibia. We mentioned early on that the early game is where you need to be very careful up against impunity, up against Cambodia here. And you can already see they're utilizing this early game really well. Alpi is actually going to be in the gold lane. Lutsu picking up that purple buff. Numeraholic completely zoned away from his own jungle as Entropy's gonna be caught, immobilized down, tied up by T on that Angela. Numeraholic level 3, 2 levels down. 3 levels down. Oh my goodness, it's such a one-sided game so far, 4-0.
For the first maybe 3 minutes, yeah, it's a little bit disaster for Namibia because everything they are, whatever they do actually, it's kind of a little bit got countered by Cambodia here. So they kind of a little bit lost for the first 3 minutes, and every skirmish that Cambodia's open, it just goes to, you know, bad thing for Namibia.
Deja has that heavy spin. Boom again, cutting the waves. Trying to sandwich Entropy and Slasher VT. Deja doing a really good job zoning the other members away for Boom to cut the waves and to just create some more pressure to play around the map with. They might actually be looking for a dive right now. Heavy spin catching 2. Entropy can be pinned down, but look at the damage coming in from the dispersion. Not enough to take him down. Boom still able to get out with the help of the hard guard. And it's once again Cambodia who picks up a free trade. Down below, Subscop on the Clint, solo killed by Opie.
Okay, it's really, it's a bit weird for me because you know how struggle Cloud in the early game, right? But he can solo kill that clean out. So I think it's kind of a little bit a bad situation for Subscope here because he doesn't have any answer how to stop this OP to get the first kill.
Well, now they're only looking to push on even further in the jungle, picking up the purple buff. Numeraholic 4 levels down, won't be able to do anything here in that jungle position. Numeraholic, I don't think he's been able to get anything, any of those. Crazy, look at this, the diversion play up top. Ooh! It's an amazing ambush by Team Cambodia. 1-0 once again. Boom gonna be able to jump in with the final blow. Entropy gonna be caught with a bouncing ball as well, but will be taken down by Boom. Picking up the mega kill, diving in. They are not giving Namibia any space to play. Under the tier 1, they pick everyone up.
And there's no point kill coming from Namibia. Like I said it earlier, it's just the snowballing for Cambodia. They're really dominating the first game. The first 5 minutes.
Domination might be an understatement here. What Cambodia are doing currently, it's a stomp so far. Namibia need to find some space to actually farm up, and you can see from the replay here, Momo-chan.
Yeah.
This dive, you know you're ahead when you can just pull this off without taking any damage.
I know, right? It's kind of hard actually for Namibia. Like I said it earlier, they only have Clean. But Clean will stay in the lane here, trying to punish OP. But you know, OP has a lot of escape ability here. He has that sprint. He also has the battle mirror image, right, to help him comes out. But look at that Lutu with the curse of blood coming through to punish. Oh, remember in the mid lane and 2-point kill for Cambodia.
Well, it's about to be more here. Entropy gonna be caught. That's going to be a stun coming in as well. Say goodbye to Subscop as he is going to fall under the base turret. Lutu tanking up a storm, but it doesn't matter. They're still able to get out of turret range. And in the mid lane, tier 2 going to be targeted by Team Cambodia, by Opie on the Claude, who has finished his core items on the Claude 6 minutes in the game. It's a 10,000 gold lead in 6 minutes of game time.
And the gold differences is just way too much here. 10k gold differences, and look at that Numero. He's being forced to use that Hurricane Dance to just get out from the Boom site. Okay, and the Blazing Duet comes in. There you go. It's just too, you know.
Too painful.
Too painful, yeah.
Deal with. Look, if Subscop gets bursted down, you can kind of understand. If Numeraholic gets melted down as a tank by this Claude, by Deja on the Valentina, by anyone on this team, that's a problem. Namibia, 16 kills down, 0 kills on the board. And it just feels like Cambodia are going to try their best to end it quick. 7 minutes in, remember.
Yeah, and they already get 5 turrets in their hands. So look at that, Deja trying to find someone who's hiding inside the bush, but you only find that Numero was hiding there. And look at the item here for the Cloud. he already has the golden staff and also the demon hunter sword. Especially if you compare to Clean, he just finished his endless battle and maybe will go for the blade of despair.
This, look at it, 4,000 gold on the Clint. Only with an endless battle compared to a Claude, who is a late game hero who's already finished the golden staff. Remember, those are the core items for OP right now as they look for a dive once again. Slasher VT coming in for the damage, but will just back off with the flicker. That last insanity not doing anything, clearing out the wave a bit, but it's Team Cambodia who's looking for another siege in the mid lane.
Yeah, I know, and Slasher doesn't want to take a risk, but he, oh my god, here comes the final blow, and also the blessing duet combo with the curse of blood coming from Luto. It suddenly destroyed 4 members from Namibia.
8 minutes, Momo-chan
Oh
currently.
my god.
Impunity. Team Cambodia gonna look for the end right now as they tank up the mini waves. Last insanity by Slasher VT, clearing it up, buying a little bit more time for Team Namibia to respawn. Subscop back up, but Team Cambodia just goes for the mid lane base turret, taking 2 base turrets down before the Lord spawns in the Land of Dawn.
And I even think that they don't need that Lord though. With the
Looking at it now, yeah.
with the lane management coming from Cambodia here, I'm pretty sure that they are so aware with the minions lane here. So yeah, look at that Boom always trying to do the split push here, clear the minion as soon as possible, trying to make all the lane works perfectly for Cambodia here. And even they already infighting Namibia jungler.
This is an absolute disaster for Team Namibia
And
right now.
it's 13k gold lead for Cambodia.
13k goal lead in 9 minutes. And you know, like you said, maybe they don't need the Lord, but the Lord definitely helps in the end, right? It definitely is going to help them out to end the game as fast as possible. With this Lord taken down and with the wave manipulation that they already have, they can just go straight at it. Lutu can constantly just open up the map without having to care. This is a very tanky Carmilla. This is a Carmilla who is currently, my goodness, 5 levels ahead of the enemy jungler. And now, bottom side, base turret's passive gonna be taken down. Mid lane, Lord's gonna be marching in. Impunity looking for the end in the 10th minute of the game. Let's see, with a heavy spin popped in, Deja gonna be able to zone the other members away. Entropy gonna be chained, pinned down onto the wall, as that's gonna be Opie targeting the base down to secure game number 1 in a very dominant fashion.